Hello, this is Jeff Fields with West USA Realty. Hey, I'm coming to you with another video. I have a series of videos I've been making with an updated home search purchase process here in the greater Phoenix area. Just explaining kind of the general steps for folks. A lot has changed this year and just helping get a guide of what I could help with being a realtor, but just gives you the steps what to expect. As promised, first I'd like to provide an update on my health. As many of you may know, I just had my second battle with cancer. I got a skin cancer over here, a large one, which spread to my parotid gland. So I had surgery to remove my parotid gland, the skin cancer, and the lymph nodes through my neck. Scar was pretty bad. But then I went and did radiation, head and neck radiation. It was really tough, but I made it through that. And I'm a couple weeks out, still the few side effects like no taste, and I've lost like 30 pounds and sores in my mouth and throat. But otherwise I'm good, I'm alive. And as with my leukemia battle in 2018, I'm doing okay and positive and ready to do my thing and help people with their real estate needs in the area. So back to the steps. So the last videos, we started video one, helping search for the perfect home in the area you want, the price you want, negotiating our offer, getting the inspection period done the first 10 days. After that, I don't want to make the video too long. Next is the big appraisal. So hear about appraisals. So here is where the lender will order an appraisal for us. So they'll chart usually directly, have you pay them. It's usually about $500 or so for the appraisal, paid to the lender. And what they'll do is they'll contact the appraisal management company, kind of like a middleman, who will order the specific appraisal to be done. So what an appraisal will do, and it's what it's for, it's the value of the home. The lender wants to make sure that they're not going in with us overpaying for a home. So they want to make sure, hey, the value's there, which we also want to make sure that the official appraisal value, that we're not overpaying. And the lender will only lend off the appraised value or our sales price, whichever's lower. So if the appraisal comes in high, the lender will only loan, high being over the sales price, they'll only loan off the appraised value. And we would either have to pay the difference or negotiate, where we get the seller to negotiate with us, hopefully come down to that appraisal or cancel. So we do have the contingency with the appraisal. When it's ordered, the way it'll work is the appraisal will go out to the property, look for upgrades and issues with the home so they can properly look at the specific value, then go back and work on their comparable market activity, the comps in the area, what other homes, similar homes have recently sold for and are listed for, and they'll come up with a value. And they'll send the appraisal report to the lender, and they'll send us a copy, and they'll have the value of X. So hopefully our goal as helping you with a buyer is that appraisal to be higher than our sales price, where we got the home for less than the appraisal says. That's what we shoot for. Sometimes in asking for seller concessions, upfront help money, we can't go as low on our sale price. So we always want to be careful and check the value ourselves, make sure we're offering what the house is worth and not overpaying for it. And so anyway, all right, go back to us, we get the appraised value. If the appraisal is less than our sales price, I can go and try to negotiate with the seller, say, hey, Mr. Seller, here's the appraisal value, come down, or we're gonna have to cancel, because otherwise you'd have to pay the difference based off the new value. You'd have to pay, the lender would do your loan off the appraised value, and you'd have to pay the difference in cash at closing in addition to the down payment you are already planning on paying. So we don't want that. Anyway, the appraisal process is better. Way back in the day before the market crash in 2008, the lender picked the appraisers. They had their guys and they had a relationship with them, and it was kind of jaded. Some sellers didn't like it because the appraisal was being picked and getting fed business, and sometimes, that appraiser knew who gave them the business. So they cut that cord, and it's supposedly a more neutral system of getting appraisal on the home. It's still not perfect in my opinion. the appraisal management company will pick an appraiser. We have no say in that, and hopefully we get an excellent appraiser that knows that area. But say sometimes we get an appraiser that is not the best or not familiar with that area and we don't agree with. We are mostly stuck with that particular appraiser and have no say. So good and bad to that. If we ever had an issue on value and appraiser and didn't agree, we could always challenge the appraisal, try to provide some market comps to see, hey, we don't agree with you, see if they'll change the value, which is not guaranteed. But good and bad, ultimately, it would be great if there was a checks and balances where we had 3 appraisers come up with a value. And then that way it's not just one person. But again, that would cost more money to do it, right? So no perfect system, but that's where we're at. And that's our next step. I don't want to go too much longer. I hope everybody's doing great. I'd love to help you anywhere in the Phoenix metro area, including Maricopa and Pinal County. My service area pretty large. I love helping people in real estate. Been doing it a long time. I'm here for you. My number is 602-526-3835. Hope everyone's well. Thank you.